Holy crap, I'm actually ready before my timer ran out. What the fuck is going on? And welcome in Gene, welcome in anyone else that's here as well. Thank you for the posture check. Which I literally just sat down, so kind of, yeah. I could use a good stretch already, nothing wrong with that. Ugh. And even a hydrate, yeah. He's making sure I am well lubricated, shall we say? Yeah, posture, exactly. I gotta make sure my posture's all up to speed. Up to scratch. You? Oh. I meant my throat. I take the hydrate back. Yeah, the BD. Wow, Gene. Wow. If you're taking the hydrate back, maybe I should take the titty milk back.
How are you? Happy Tuesday. Today was Friday.
Happy. And the worst part is it's Tuesday, is just today as well. Happy Friday. Okay. Oh, that's got me off to a good start already. Alrighty. So for those of you that don't know, Gene is an amazing being. I know the days of the week, yes, just not the order. Alright, so let's dive into this, because I don't know how long this is, of a stream this is going to be, because, you know, work and shit. Although I'm not working tomorrow, so that I might be able to, if I extend this to a longer stream, yeah, so be it. But no, Gene, how have you been doing lately? Because I have missed your streams lately. Okay, so I just need to get past this again. Hang on 2 seconds. I love it. I know the days of the week. Well, to be fair, so do a lot of children. How dare you tell me to dehydrate? That's not on. So, whoa, that's louder than I thought. There we go. So, last time we did this, we rejigged the paths a little bit. We got allied and got betrayed, obviously, to come down this path. Or no, sorry, we allied to get 5 points to get to here. Betrayal was the other routes. Ignore me. And then we decided to come do the blue path. We got to this decision right here. And, I needed to end, so I decided to intentionally go down K's game over. So, yeah, let's finish off this branch first of all, or at least as much of it as we can. So I'm going back to the AB game round 2, and I am putting K in his fucking place. So, K, the bleeding heart, trying to appeal to me, making sure I would absolutely ally, so that he can absolutely betray me to get 9 points and get the fuck out of here. Hello, Tori. Yes, K made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose to ally? If I chose ally and he chose betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and escape right away. Yeah. The question was, how much could I trust him? Not the fucking slightest. How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen? Not a fucking inch of it.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8,
So, we've
7,
already seen what happens
6,
when we
5,
give Kay the benefit
4,
of the doubt. He
3,
stabs in the
2,
back.
1.
So, you know what? Fuck you, you ain't getting out. Actually, I think that's the first betray I've actually done
Round 2
this game.
of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Now, I might, just to warn you ahead of time here, I might go a little bit quiet because I'm not feeling 100%. I just, I might need to mute myself on occasion for a moment just to
of the Ambidex game will now
take care of a
be
couple
displayed.
of things. But I am still here. I am still reading.
Please direct your attention
I'm
to the
still the
results
usual
screen.
birdie with cheekiness in so many bounds. Okay, Kay. We know you're trying to fuck us. Yeah, nice try, Kay. Fuck you. So, Quark's got 9 BP. He's the only one with 9 BP. But he's also missing in this timeline, so who knows?
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
Yeah? Nope.
I could ask the same of you.
Nope, you betrayed us once already.
I had thought that you would choose ally. As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
Not necessarily, but we all know you do. Oh, hi, Rose. I have not seen you in here in a little while. How have you been? I love that. Even
Raised
with
my hopes and dashed them quite expertly, sir. Bravo!
Oh, well, thank you for the raid, Rose. Much appreciated. It was just a raid of herself, wasn't it? But still, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh yeah, I love how even though it is ignoring her, the bot still finds a way to troll Tori.
I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, you might, but you don't.
Then you do not trust me.
Not in the fucking slightest.
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this. Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Clearly. Yeah. Where are we? I'm as okay as I can be, thank you for asking, Jean. You're doing well. Oh, that's a cute emote. Is that one of Jean's emotes? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's cute. That was how are you doing well? What? Yeah. English. Absolutely. Or as Tori describes it, Ravenese. Like, I can't argue with it. Meanwhile, nobody else is
So you chose
escaping
betray
either.
too, huh? If you just picked ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that? There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP. Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
Yeah, there was a lot of betrayal going on here.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off.
Ah, yeah.
No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Well, to be fair, we haven't found Quark.
I bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you? Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
You don't know shit, Ted Oldie. Now I'm turning into 0.
The ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the ambidex game.
Now, I
will
will
be
say, as
the
far as I'm
star
aware,
round.
this particular path does not have a
Star
round 3.
keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish
but
to
no,
open
in all
them.
honesty, I'm doing okay, just a bit bleh. Indeed we can.
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them? Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yes? You haven't? Oh. Yeah, the white doors.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went.
Yeah, but how would Quark get through the white door on his own?
The warehouse on floor B, you said?
And we've still got 80 minutes. Okay, so we're a blue solo this time.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
I just said blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
Magenta pair, okay.
As am I.
Oh god. Kate and... Oh jeez, that's rough.
You and me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Better than Dio, I guess.
Anything's better than Dio.
You say something?
No, nothing.
What color are you?
I'm a green solo.
You're stuck with them anyway.
What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pear, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Right. Which means Quark is the red solo.
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Ding ding ding.
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green.
And with that, art class is now complete. Thank you for attending, you've all passed.
So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
Okay then. We just need to get
Well,
to
I
the
hope
floor
everyone
B
else is
warehouse
okay,
and the door's
too.
open, right?
Especially on this. Can't even be a dick to people without Maligo jumping in. Thank you, Maligo! How are you doing? Hope you're having a good one.
I'll be taking off then.
Yeah, you do that, you bitch.
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
You're doing good? Well, when you've got a starring role in Pornhub, I don't blame you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Don't we all?
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I killed him?
Hello,
Maybe.
motherfucker.
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
Thanks, Gene. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Beligo. Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely. I hope everyone's doing well on this rather fine Friday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
True.
Are you crazy? Is there something wrong with you? Are you fucking nuts right now? Somebody help me! I'm dying!
Oh, thank you, Beligo, for the gifts up to Gene. Oh, much, much appreciated, you awesome Ruski. I was trying to think of a better word than that, but screw it, that one will do. But no, seriously, thank you very much, and I can see Gene also appreciates it, so no. Enjoy what few emotes that I have, and well, just enjoy it. Also, for those that don't know, I actually do have a little bit of merch now, courtesy of my good friend Biohazard Rain. And you can find that, or at least the first couple of items. We're looking at more, but you can have a look at that just by doing !merch in the chat. I've also said it to come up periodically anyway, but !merch, and it will give you the link to the page if anyone is interested. I've actually got a mug, not a mug, I've got a 20-ounce flask coming. Thank you again, Tori, for that. Cannot wait for that to arrive. Tori herself's got a t-shirt, and Bio has got a t-shirt and a hoodie, I think it is. Which is ironic considering she designed the bloody thing.
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
But yeah, if anyone's interested, well, there it is.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
I'm not going with Kay.
Nor am I.
He decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
Not wrong.
I will go with Sigma.
Why?
Would you prefer someone else?
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
Okay.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
Then I guess that leaves us with the yellow and green doors.
Got it.
See you later then.
So, starting in the infirmary. Okay. Anything new in here? No quark, no killer, at least as far as I can see. Well, I would hope there's no killer in here.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Yes, the dead woman. Who we still know nothing about. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains in her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Noticed it? What the heck?
It seems remarkably clean. Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
Nah. Think
Yes.
bigger.
It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
Yeah. Aren't women's watches usually thinner? Not being a woman, I wouldn't generally know. Not being a watch wearer, I wouldn't generally know either.
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Like a bracelet?
Then that would mean...
Yeah, so she was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. This is new information to us. She was a participant.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
I've got fucking 10 BOG. Age is just a number as far as Zero's concerned.
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search. But I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either. That would seem likely. So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well. After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
Well, if they put it on, they'd have to, considering it only comes off when they die or when they leave this place.
Yes. Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it.
which point they put it on themselves.
So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
Okay, why would they want to?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were.
Don't you mean ensure?
To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
And more to the point, why would Zero not say anything about it?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here.
I don't know, we're all fucking crazy at this point.
But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
What is?
Have you noticed something?
Mhm. Correct.
Right. Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off.
Yeah, but we know where Luminol is, right?
Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood. Yes. Have you discovered something?
Indeed.
Oh?
Yeah, the Luminol back in the room with the raid.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Okay, still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Yep.
Understood. Shall we go then?
No, let's stay here forever. Dumbass. Alright, I'm just gonna mute myself for a second. I need to just take care of something very quickly, but I am still here.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
Okay, here's a question. Why are two of them open?
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Oh good, I did spell golem correctly. I was worried I'd misspelled it in the title. Oh, excuse me.
That looks like a workbench of some sort. Very well. Oh, nothing.
Yeah, from our previous run, we know exactly what was in that safe.
Yes. No, it was empty when I found it.
La la.
Yes. I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Do you find Clover? Okay.
No, that's unlikely.
Why?
When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So they didn't go here.
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled.
Huh?
If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe,
Who did?
who did?
I mean, he's got a point.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
There was indeed. So let's have a look at the treatment center then. Now we've yet to do the puzzle in the treatment center, just because of the decisions we made up to this point. We've yet to do this one, but this is the fun one when we get to it.
This is the room that Dio visited.
What do you mean? So all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
Yeah, and one we're probably not going to get an answer to anytime soon. So Kay and I split up. There we go, there's some Ravenese for you. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Why don't we ask the jellyfish?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
Okay, so the window's all covered up with frost. Okay.
Shall we open it?
Probably should open them, yeah.
What?
Quark! He does not have a bracelet, though.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. Oh, you dancer! He's not got a bracelet, but he's alive. Which begs the next question. Where the fuck is his bracelet?
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. No. When your heart stopped, not when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off? I have no idea. This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness. Well, how would I know that?
Check
In
the
any
damn
event,
PC.
we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased. No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
That's
I'll
fine.
close the pod's cover then. Is that all right? What do you mean?
Huh? Somehow I don't think he's gonna wake up. Just saying.
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Not yet. We need the luminol. Past the security room that we can't get into. Ay, ay, ay. And what awaits us here?
You're late.
Yeah, well, fuck you. It was worth it.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all. Yeah, Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yes?
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
So I explained to them how we'd found Quark at the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright? Probably. Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him.
Not wrong.
Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Okay.
2?
No, just the treatment center.
So why was the Golem Bay open?
What do you mean, the other one?
Who could have opened it?
What's the point? Who could have opened the other door?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
But for what purpose?
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Okay, we did,
What was
yeah.
in there?
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
Some sort of room for servicing something. Best description ever.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
No idea, but the safe was open too.
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
It's never easy with you, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, let's get it over with.
Okay, so the rec room? Yeah.
Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
Yes, there is, in fact. I said nothing, and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
No, but there will be ghosts involved.
You're kidding me, right?
Our bracelets?
Yes, our bracelets.
What do you mean by that? I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Should I also participate?
No. Okay. And there was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Vi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
That is absolutely fine. And as fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of her wrists.
Ugh. Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. And Fi is clean as well.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Come on, Dio.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because you do.
Well, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Oh, then you've got nothing to be afraid of. Now fucking show me.
No!
Okay, would you mind?
You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
Oh, I have rights! And as he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit, but yeah, no. He didn't get far though.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Was that a... Oh god, what's the movie called? Space Odyssey 2001 or something like that? Was that a HAL 9000 reference? Oh no, 2001: A Space Odyssey, that's what it was. And he spun around towards the other exit.
Right.
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
And all three of us leapt Dio. The orgy commenced with immediate effect. Yeah, possibly. I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, David. Yes, thank you. Glad somebody got the reference. Ooh, what an orgy. And oh look, it's glowing. So this bracelet is the one that the old lady had.
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers! No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake.
Oh, really?
Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
Okay. And as quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Mm-hmm. So we finally figured it out. Dio killed the old woman. They have terrible food at orgies, or so I've been told. Tori, can you smack some sense into your hubby? Or send him to a better orgy, I don't know.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Yeah, why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
That can be arranged. She's asleep, I think. Fair enough.
Whoa, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it.
See, I don't believe you.
I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer.
Yep.
You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Or that. That works too.
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
I don't fucking care.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me. Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing.
I don't think you got a choice in the matter.
Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this!
I have rights!
Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please, no, you can't! Ah!
Can we just break his fucking arm or something?
Open
this fucking thing!
Nope.
I said open it, goddammit!
Nope.
Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
What was that? I can't hear you over the sound of my not being trapped like a fucking bird in a cage. I retract that statement.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah, so we're gonna find Clover and Tenmyoji. And Quark's bracelet.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're going back to the floor B warehouse, it looks like. I wonder how long's left on the timer.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
How much time until the white doors open?
Oh fuck, 50 minutes? We got a while. 2001 A Space Odyssey is quite boring. Well, to be fair, it's a movie made in the 60s. By today's standards, most movies from back then are kind of tame and boring.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
And Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
What?
Yeah, Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
No.
I see.
Now that's gonna be a problem.
That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one... Yeah.
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
And 2 of the cyan pair.
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Well. Okay. We need to design this process to be as complicated as possible. Yeah, pretty much.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
So at the very least, we can still get through the white doors.
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Okay. But where are they?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
Yeah, the door's locked. There's no way.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door?
And how the second door was suddenly open?
Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing. Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero's senior?
What?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume.
So now what?
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Okay, yeah.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Yeah. I mean, as tempting as it is to forget Dio. You never did tell me what they call the police near here. Police, cops, pigs, filth. Fucking take a pick. Ooh, pantry. We've not done the puzzle in the pantry yet.
So it would appear. When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything
Bear
beyond
with
the
me
red
2
door,
seconds.
which would have meant this room. Very well.
And remember, folks, it's a couch, goddammit.
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask. Well, actually, I did remember a little. Yes. My father.
When dad you remember that? And you thought the cat jokes were bad.
Please, don't joke. This is serious. Yes. I don't seem to have one. Well,
Well, what?
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Okay, story time with Kay. And I love the baby mask there, by the way. Or the child mask, anyway.
He was the only person who worked there.
I love the
which meant
bunny.
he was
Yeah,
the only person
it's
I
like
saw until
a
I was older.
non-bastardized version of Zero Junior.
That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
And he wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working. But the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman. My hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. No, adolescent K? He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I just realised how beaten up the toy is now as well. There's an eye hanging off, there's stuffing coming out its arms, and one of its ears is ragged. A couple of patches, even a cut down the belly. Wow. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. Well loved, yeah, exactly. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person. But I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continue to live with him, but I I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. Wait, first human you'd ever seen? Fuck, I thought I was sheltered. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot. But when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, her long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. She added a couch. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa. I was joking. I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, bright, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. Your spare? What? If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do. Destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life? Or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. It made me feel as if I had a real family. And that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favour. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realised then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die. But I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Wow. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Ghost, by the way. And Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time. Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Hmm?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
Okay. Yeah?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode. Yes, I think I just need to rest. I'm sorry. Thank you.
And Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa, which we all know is very fucking comfortable, in the corner of the room. And I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Fi.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
No,
Damn. Where's Kay? You decided to split up?
not exactly. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
Okay, so he's resting for a bit. Fair.
Is he alright? Tired, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
Eh,
I feel tired just looking at you.
thanks!
Your face is like a week-old sock.
You don't want to know what that weak old sock has been doing. It's a fair point. Now that's an image. Managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions. Not wrong.
Who knows?
Okay. Yes, we still don't know who the old lady even is. Other than the fact that she was expected to be a notary game participant. You're not gonna.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You can't honestly suspect me, can you? I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
And she trailed off. Interesting. Huh?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Maybe it's Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's nobody here. Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
So the elevator was downstairs.
Thought so.
Okay. Okay, so now down here, but now what? Could have fucking gone in any direction from here.
Let's just head for the green door.
Why the green door?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
Ah, fair.
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
You want to make sure the killer's safe. Okay.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Not wrong. Oh, excuse me. And I'm surprised she hasn't commented that the other door's open. Like, seriously. That'd be the first thing I'd comment on. Okay, we headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. And we have a Quark. And there was Quark, sound asleep.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Alright, let's have a look. Surprise! Yeah. How's that for fucked up?
Check his pulse!
No point! The bracelet's already come off. It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Good! Couldn't have happened to a nicer piece of shit.
Look,
Oh. Yeah, oxygen level 0.
the oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Yeah?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who indeed?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
It's got a point. Or she's got a point. So, let's go. Okay, straight up to the lounge. And he's still there. And when he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
Yeah, what indeedy? So we explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0. Again, couldn't have happened to a nicer piece of shit.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
And No, it wouldn't be Quark.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility.
Yeah, well, strictly speaking, Dio deserved it, regardless of who did it.
So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
You.
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up.
And we have but your word to go on.
They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
Okay. She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Not until we got to the lounge.
Hmm.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Ah, that's a problem.
All right. Let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right.
I love how they forget to take the damn bracelet.
Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not. All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing.
What?
I need to give you these.
Oh, right. Yeah, we will need that.
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
So I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pockets.
All right, let's get going.
No sign of them.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Or...
Or...
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive, too. But
But what? And then we heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but
What do you mean, technically?
Huh?
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good.
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this. I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess,
Chromatic doors have opened.
That's a problem.
5 minutes remain until
Because with that
chromatic
bracelet
doors
broken, that
close.
means K and Phi can't go through a door.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right?
Yes.
You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that, yeah.
But if you stay here, you'll...
Ugh. This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had. To be continued. Yes. We're at a story lock here. Nothing we can do about that one at the moment. I actually thought that was one we could do right now, but nope, not yet. Oh, no. So, yeah, you see, we're getting a fair few story locks here. I mean, for God's sake, we've got this one here. We've got the one on Kay's path that we've just looked at. We've got this one on... I think that's Clover's path? I think. And hell, we've even got this one here in the infirmary. There isn't enough antiviral medication. No, there ain't. So, in order to get some answers, we're gonna have to take a different path again. So, what I'm gonna do... So, whichever way we go, I'm gonna... Well, actually, we've got a few options we can take here. In fact, there is a lot of options we can take here. I know which one I want to take. Because there's one I need. I'm fairly sure there's one I need to take. But there's not anything I can do with it right now. But okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few minutes of break. I need to refresh my drink and whatnot, so that's fine. And during the Be Right Back, I'm going to run a poll. And it's going to be a multi-choice poll here. And just whichever one wins will be the path that we go down. I know which one I want to do, and I will need to do that one eventually. But, well, they all need to be done at some point, because we're going to be doing a lot of jumping back and forth here. So, give me a couple of minutes. While the Be Right Back screen is up, I am going to start the poll. I'll run it for like 5 minutes, because it's not the easiest poll in the world to set up. And I will need a few minutes anyway. And when I get back, we will do whichever option is the right one. So give me but a few minutes. Alrighty, I am back. I don't even know who I'm broadcasting to anymore because absolutely zero people voted in that poll. So rather than just run it again, I'm gonna do the path that I wanted to do anyway. So, ow, if I don't twist my leg first. Ow, ow, something went wrong. It was me. Ow. So the path that I wanted to do first, or next, I should say, is actually the yellow path. I noticed when I was doing the poll, I just went left or right. I noticed that 4 of them need betrayals and 1 needs an ally. So it's down the yellow path, and then ally, and then I want to come to this decision, and I want to go through. Was it the red door? I've actually forgotten. Hang on 2 seconds. Yes, this one was the red door. So that's the path we're going to take. And I think is that Dio's path? Okay, so round to chromatic doors. I want the red door this time. Yeah, we're going with Dio. Sorry.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Park should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay. I'll take good care of him, I promise.
Good old Luna. How we missed her in the last couple of runs.
No problems here.
Oh, ow! I am falling apart. I swear to God I am.
I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
Oh, jeez. Is anyone even here anymore? I don't know.
I also approve of option B.
Uh,
I will take the green door, correct?
Ding, ding, ding. So Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
So,
Coming!
I know!
come on, everyone into our respective closets.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Yeah, so now we start going through the red door and doing those puzzles. I also want to question, how the fuck do 3 people fit in that room? And just like all the other paths, we have 3 directions we can go.
Which one do we take?
Whichever one opens.
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
Not quite.
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Really, Clover? Really? For once, I agree with Dio.
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
No.
Am I great or what?
What?
Huh? Huh?
Again, agree with Dio on this one.
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Wow. I wouldn't rule it out.
Hey!
What?
What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady?
Don't know, but would hardly describe you as a lady.
I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
Just pull the fucking lever.
Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
Wow.
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
Just pull it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Got a point.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
So that opens that door. What is that door?
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Okay. And without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. God help us. Okay, the laboratory. Okay. So this room looks familiar from the screen, from the scene that we had with Kay earlier.
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
Tuh.
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here?
Maybe.
If they do...
Excelivir, true. We do need some Excelivir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
No.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Don't roll. Okay, so puzzle time. Now, this is the one that I definitely wanted to get out the road now because, well, it's not. Hang on 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I had something stuck in my teeth and it was driving me mad. So yeah, so I wanted to be sure to get this one out of the road now, because doing this one lets us get through at least a couple of locks. So we've got this, whatever this is. Yes, we don't know what he does. Okay, fine. So we got an empty capsule, which is not what I was looking at, but okay. Throw the Pokeballs! Yes, you stick it into your urethra and start jizzing into it. Another empty capsule. Why do we need a second one? And seeds. Those of a peanut allergy, look away now. They're thin and don't have any markings. Okay. Nothing to do with the tray. Okay, paper in the binders. Steps for dissecting a frog. Oh, jeez. Because that's important information. There's another binder. 2 pieces of paper. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, okay, that. Preparation of hydroponic fluids and seeds. Preparation 1. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute the ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Well, we've got one of the long ones. Fair enough. Researchers shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, fail to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C, green. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A, red, or fluid B, yellow. And when the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Oh god, it's a logic puzzle. And how do we dissect a frog? Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. And be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard. You wanna get high? Okay, there's nothing to do there. That's fine. What is this? Well, that's leading me back there, so not anything. Okay. What do we got? We have a lion eating the sun. Why is that the theme? Seriously. Okay, scalpel. Scalpel. Okay. Yeah, pretty fancy tray. Are you even looking at it? Oh god, you mentioned cats. It's a lion, how are you not kidding it? Oh, fucking hell. did it. Okay. I'm presuming this is the fume cupboard. Second set of seeds. Those ones look to be round. And they don't have markings, okay. Waste tank. It looks like a thigh to have. Can somebody please grab the ethanol and shove it down Clover's throat? Okay. Okay, so we got number 3 there. Round and straight. Okay. Okay. Don't need that. Roots? Why do I need roots? Oh, thank you, Tori, for the timer. Thank you. I don't know if you've seen my beard right now. It's not that dissimilar. Okay, fine. Saline solution, okay. Why did you dip it, you moron? I'll take your word for it. Oh, hello. We have a frog. Lord, give me strength. Yeah, he's dead. Some would even say he croaked. Yeah, we got ethanol, yep. Yeah, also fair. Oh, I see something over there, actually. Okay, so long straight seeds. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, paper. DNA extraction instructions. Okay. Okay, proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water, which we've got. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker, use an empty capsule to collect it. Oh god, really? This is gonna get complicated in a hurry. Oh, it's a whisk, okay. Scientific. so can I put the root in here? Okay, so I've done that. And then what was the next step? Once the materials have been broken down, add in a solution of saline. There's a funnel above the beaker, filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually! Okay, looking good. Okay. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Well, we haven't got the ethanol yet, so I'll have to come back to that. Oh jeez, that was complicated as hell. Okay, what have we got here? Rectangular hole. Just what I've got. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, so pitch black with 4 holes. Okay, so I can't put anything in the holes yet. What's the deal with this, by the way? Okay, so we got... Where is the frog? That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we've got that, but we've got the ethanol here. Okay, liquid waste. Okay, and then what are we doing with the frog? Presumably we're dissecting it. Yes, I'm gonna cut Lord Hoppington open. It's literally fucking dead. No, here's the point. My fucking scalpel. This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Loving the Monty Python reference there. Capsule? Why was this in the frog? That's not a sentence I get to say very often. Clover. Shut the fuck up. Thank you! Alright, so what was the next step of this one? It was put the ethanol in, wasn't it? Then... Okay, now one more part to that, wasn't there? DNA will collect to the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Okay, so I got a green capsule now. So I got a green one, a blue one, and an empty one. Still have saline in the solution though, interestingly. What is this? I think they run down to the beakers underneath. Okay. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes to the right. If you turn it to the left, it goes to the left. And if you put it in the middle, it splits. Okay. The amount of water that flows out of each pipe, presumably. There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 somethings of water coming out the center pipe. Okay. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each beaker gets the correct amount. Okay. So how do we get the water to come out in the first place though? Presumably the lever. After turning the correct levers, pull down on the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. Okay. Okay. So, let me see here. So, 33253. What have they been, like... Hang on. I wonder if they... Okay, so right now that's got 40 going that way with 3 going there, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so that splits 20. And then, so 20 is definitely going in. And then 20 comes down to here. And then 10 is going down there, so that's 3. So I think that's what they want me to do here. I think. Now I need 3 in this one, so 30. So 40 from this one. That's down to 20. That is 10. So there's 10 coming into this bit. Which means I need 20 to come down this bit. 40, 20. 10 for now, so yep, that's fine. This one needs 20, just a straight 20. So that's 40 and then 20, so yeah. This one needs 50. So the way this is split, that has to be 40. So I need to get 10 from this one. 20. 10, which should get 50 there, and I need 30 in this one, so 20, 10, and 20. I think that's it. Wow, it's literally everything straight down. Are you kidding me? Well, it liked it, so. So we poured the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. That's good. Now what? Preparing 5 types of seeds, yeah? I have 2 types of long seeds and 3 types of round seeds, okay. And then we need to put them in the beakers, okay. Right, okay. Oh, 1 part fluid, 10 part water, that's big. Okay, so hydroponic, that was my clue for this one. 2 long seeds, 3 rounds, so it's hydroponics 2 I need. Okay, let me try and work this out. So the long seeds didn't germinate in 3 of the fluids, so long seeds have to germinate 2. Round seeds. Okay, so basically, I think we're trying to get to a point where everything germinates in 1. So round seeds in fluid B and fluid D didn't germinate. Fluid B is yellow, fluid D is cyan. Okay, so. Okay, the beakers contain a liquid culture. Each seed requires a different particular kind of culture. Ah, that actually makes things a little bit easier. Right, so round seeds in the yellow and the cyan. Right, so let me just get a memo here. We're gonna need it. Right, so yellow is gotta be long. And then cyan, it's gotta be that. So we know the other ones are. So we know the other ones have to be the round ones. Maybe that's not a good idea for that one. Yeah, okay, so that much we know for sure. None of the marked seeds germinated to put in the green one. So if they're marked, so only an unmarked one goes into green. Only an unmarked one goes into green. And we know it's a round one, so I need a round unmarked one. So I think that is correct. Non-marked seeds. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in red or yellow. Non-marked didn't go in. Okay, so red or yellow has to be marked. So red and yellow have to be marked. But we know this also has to be a round one, which makes this a thin one, so actually that has to go there. Meaning this one has to go here. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in red or yellow. That is marked, okay, yep. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. So the long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids, which means 2 of them. Which means the long was only germinating 2. That's fine. Round seeds of B and D failed to germinate. Yeah. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Meaning one of them did germinate. So there has to be... one of them is striped and the other one is blank. But we know from previous rules that that one, the cyan has to be striped, which means this one can't be the striped one. So I think it's that. Shit. Okay, so only the middle one was right. Okay, maybe. I'm trying to think. Maybe I had it the wrong way around. There we go. Yay! We got a Pokeball! Okay, so we got a red capsule, a green capsule, a blue capsule. And still an empty one. I wonder. Oh, I don't need to mess with them anymore. Okay, fine. I won't mess with them then, shit. I wonder. What if I put the... Can I not put the tank back in? Because I've still got the saline for some reason. What am I missing? I'm fairly sure the things need to go in here. Okay, so that's so 3 of them. The red one, the blue one, and the green one. What? Okay. Oh dear God. Probably a simplified version of deity. This is the simplified version. Oh God. A is adenine. G is guanine. C is cytosine. And T is thymine. And I is one confused birdie. I think we can manipulate it. But to do what? Pair the bases. Okay. So DNA is made up of 4 bases, yeah. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. So I need to put, okay. Complementary base pairings, okay. You should be able to solve the puzzle now. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T, and each G is connected to a C. Press the X button to grab a roll, then move it and left stick until the legs match up. Oh, God. Oh, it manipulates the ones on the underneath as well, really? Oh, what? Ugh. Oh, okay. Hang on. Got that one good to go. Okay, so that's moving that. And then that one is only moving itself, okay. Oh, so close! Okay. There we go, okay. Bit of a logic puzzle, that one. Okay. No. What? Okay, so that's the escape password. So I'll deal with that in a minute. But I still have... Okay, so there's nothing in any of those. I still have stuff that I can do. So, can I put seeds in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Ah, okay. Okay, so we're mixing all of the seeds now? Okay, going a bit saline solution. Ah, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then the ethanol. And then we get the powder. And then we get the yellow. Yay, we have our Ultra Ball! So now can I put this in? Aha! Yes. Where are you going with that? Okay, and this is the fail password. I promise I will show off the fails at some point. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Star. So we got our 2 passwords. That's the important bit. Okay, Sun, Moon, Star. Yay, we got our gold foil. And then I've already forgotten what the other code was. Star, star, sun. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Hello! We have Excelavere! But we're more interested in the map. Because of course we are. Yeah. Yes, this is all shit we already know. Get on with it. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in here. So there's the moon cards. Mm-hmm. Well, he kind of needs them, so yes. A notebook. But I can't read it. Are they even letters? A journal. Dates. Okay. I can't read it. Brazilian in the language. Okay, what else we got? So we got the bottle of Excelavere. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, we has Excelavere. Yeah, we do need to get it to Quark. And sure, we need to get out of here first. Yes, we has the key. So we still had this weird machine here, which we never ended up using, but they made sure to show us it. Where's the oh, wrong door. Wrong door. There we go. And that's the end of that puzzle. Quite an important one, that. That one puzzle will actually clear up
Hey, hold on a minute.
lot of paths for us. Now I'm gonna go quiet for a second, just while I take the meds, otherwise Tori will shout at me, if she hasn't already. So I'm just gonna play through this, and I'm gonna mute myself while I do this.
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we? I was just wondering what it was.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff. Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is. Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon? Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Like you give a fuck about the kid. He was right, of course. Why he gives a fuck, I have no idea, but he was right. I hung my head in shame. The shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Nope.
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Accelavir?
And as I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket.
You really are an idiot.
What?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Yoink. And before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand.
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later. I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until it started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
That's not fair.
Life never is.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Sigma!
What choice do we have?
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
And with one last self-satisfied chuckle, Neo strutted out of the room. Can we just stick him in a pod again and suffocate his ass? Please?
Are you really going to do what he says? Sigma, you've only got one BP right now.
Yes?
If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray,
Yeah, I die.
but that means
Mm-hmm.
so you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. I didn't wait for Clover's response. We just left and waited to accept death any way it came. But of course that opens that shortcut up. So back to the warehouse. Didn't even bother waiting.
Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
And in one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right?
Fuck you!
I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
So you said. I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi, and of course Clover.
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
Okay.
how's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know. Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yes, it did actually.
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Accelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Accelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. Saved me over bitter lip.
I see.
Anything on your end? Vi only shook her head. Oh well. And with a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged. They were a brand new dance troupe.
Where does that leave us? We've still got
Up a
about 40
creek
minutes
without a
left until
paddle.
loading ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
Go ahead.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice Kay and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Accelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Then I will too.
Okay.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover, then disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Meanwhile, in the infirmary... Oh, no, not yet.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
Show me that journal first.
How the fuck do you know we have a journal?
Dio told me about it.
Oh.
He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Some sort of bullshit language.
He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
So I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Vi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
We have neither.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log.
Who fills out a research log in Latin? Like, seriously?
It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff.
How do you know?
I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Okay. So Vi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216.
216.
This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry. Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
In Latin?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
Okay. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a one-to-one basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to root 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. Brain is reduced. Hell of a first line to enter the stream with. Not wrong, Nev. Not wrong. How are you doing? Tori, would you kindly do me the honor? Well, do Nev the honor while I'm drinking, because you know you're making me drink.
Oh. Well, I think we found them. Look at this. Look what's swimming in here. Sketchy.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, there was a posture check and a stretch in there. I did not see those ones initially. Ah! Oh, that's brilliant. I just got woken up for dinner, crashed hard. Hope rehearsals went well. Oh, yes, the rehearsals. I almost completely forgot about that. The Birdie Care Package. Well, I'm going to teach you all about Radical 6. Translated from Latin. Because reasons. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or root 6 seconds, have passed outside. Confused? Good. Did you just say radical sex? Or am I still asleep? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or is that wishful thinking, Tori? That's what I thought he said. Yes, radical sex. Oh, for fuck's sake, Nev. I can't help the way that I speak. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 5+1 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 7-1. Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 3x2 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction of mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 2 pi perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast forwarded. Wait. Oh dear. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to faint. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill, or at least disable, a radical half of 12, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. Jeez! It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with a constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere feeding on the dead. Probably a few ravens in there too. Ironically, the only healthy looking creatures are the stray cats who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. O Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Six. Ay, ay, ay. Which does beg the question, what happened to us in the security room then? Because our time perception sped right the fuck up.
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
And yet Excalibur is known to fix it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Yeah, when was it written?
December 29th. No year. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on.
To be fair, we don't even know what this year is.
The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. Yeah.
Yeah. But the opposite appears to be true.
I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible. And maybe the virus got in somehow.
Well, it wouldn't be good, put it that way. Don't pick on the Tory. In my defense, I'm doing other things as well. I was half paying attention. I suppose I should go actually eat, or a certain birdie will yell at me. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want a certain birdie yelling at you. Just saying.
Just think about
I
it
don't
for
have
a
the
minute.
voice to yell at you anyway, so...
If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense.
Such as?
Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
Yeah. We just slept through a pandemic. Well, another one.
Right.
Okay.
It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't add up, because if that was the case, none of us would be infected. And yet Quark is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, none of this is making any kind of sense right now.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions.
Not yet.
I think we should see if we can find anything else.
And I love her, she just runs off for the magenta door.
Changed my mind.
Oh, thanks.
You can tell me about Quark later.
Thanks. And I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. She's just like, yeah, no, bye. I know, right? And of course, Tenmei Oji is with the adulterated daughter. Daughter? Doctor. That started off bad and got worse. I didn't think it could get worse, but yeah.
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
That's good, I guess.
Please, go ahead.
And I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fine I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment, the EB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Mine. And Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. Can't imagine that's healthy. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excellivator. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die, even for a minute, was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back. Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you. Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway.
Fair.
You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick Betray and they chose Ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
Also fair.
You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tamioji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Oh, trust me, buddy, I am worried.
Okay.
And Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. It's vote time. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing.
Take a look at the doors.
He's already gone in.
And that would mean...
that he's in it.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Accelavir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind to choose Ally, no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tamioji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
Right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
What the fuck was that laugh?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Yes, you fucking would.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly towards the AV room as if he simply hadn't heard far. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
And they headed off at a trot towards the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. It's just Clover and I.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed towards the leftmost AB room. Okay, let's do this.
What are you gonna do?
There is no choice, really.
You can't!
Why not?
You'll die! Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to?
No.
No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points! Huh?
It's Dio. Do you really think he's gonna choose Ally?
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is. That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Yeah, exactly. We're screwed either way.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
No, Clover, you will not. And before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. I snatched her by the arm and hauled backwards with all my strength.
Ow!
Nothing personal, but...
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that. But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
I appreciate your concern. But are you really prepared to sacrifice Quark to keep me alive?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
You can pick either of them. Problem is, I think one of them... yeah, betray results in a bad end. Ally is not exactly a good end either, but there's what... It's the correct decision. We're not in the business of killing kids.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Now, I'm gonna warn you here, this next bit is a bit iffy, shall we say.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Clover and I stepped out of the AV room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
And I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Yep. So K is enough to get out, Dio has enough to get out, but it doesn't matter. We're dead.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
And suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but I stood my ground. Okay, food consumed, antibiotic statements, now propping my knee up and chilling here until they drift back off. Word of warning, Tori, the visuals on this one are about to get a little funky. So, you have been warned. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. Do I need to make you a trigger warning command? Me saying it out loud is a trigger warning. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble. They gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow, I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of colour faded into a recognisable person. I threw out my hand in front of him.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
What are you talking about?
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Accelevier. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd be expecting.
Here.
And with a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Accelevier. It was the real thing. And I held it out towards her.
Right.
What the f- Okay, that was a weird amalgamation. Oh, God. She is being stretched in ways that no human should ever stretch. It's almost creepy in a weird kind of way. Oh, there goes her face.
Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. At least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma, are you okay?
I'm literally tranquilized. What do you think?
Sigma! Sigma!
First is the silver rill, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocularine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. But we do not yet know what that answer is. So we have hit another story lock. But going down this path at least allows us to clear another story lock that we've already come across. And with that, knowing that Sigma is going to die, that's where I'm going to leave this one. Wait, what? Okay. And apparently I've unlocked some story locks. Yeah, so we can now unlock lock number 4. And lock number 2. So, next time, I'm going to leave it open to you guys. Next time, we can start going through and breaking some, story locks. Or we can start going down some of the betrayal paths and just seeing where some of those leads us. I'll leave that open to you. I'll have a think about that, and I'll also leave it open to you guys. Either or works. But for the moment, that is where I'm leaving it. So, thank you all so very much for stopping by. You've all been great people, as per usual. Thank you, Tori, for being amazing. Thank you, Maligo, for gifting Jean the gifted sub. Thank you, Nev, for something. And yeah, let's see who we're rating today. I think I know who it's going to be, but I'm just gonna have a look at my available options. Let's see. The Gaulems. Wow, I actually have a few options today. I have a lot of options today, wow. You know what? I'm gonna give it to somebody that I never, ever, ever get to raid, because, well, I just never get the opportunity to. Let us give it to Lily this time if she's still alive. It would help if I could spell her name right. Alrighty, yeah, absolutely, we're gonna give this one to Lily. She's doing a bit of Valorant at the moment. She does speak English, but it mainly speaks in Greek, but she'll speak English when she knows I'm coming. At least she bloody better. But yeah, thank you all for so much for stopping by. I may stream tomorrow, I may not, kind of depends how things go. But we'll see you the next time I see you, because it's getting harder to think of titles for these streams. But yeah, remember folks, just because you're staring death in the face, and you know you've got literally minutes to live, doesn't mean that you can't still do the right thing, you know? Take care, folks.